Good morning student, welcome back to the online classes for Triveni Memorial School. Today we are going to start the next chapter, that is chapter number 18 for class 4 in environmental studies, that is your birds, beak and claws. So as you people are aware, the name of the chapter suggests only that we have to discuss about these two birds, beak and its claws. Different birds are having different types of beaks and claws. We will discuss them in detail. So first of all, these beaks and claws are very useful for the birds because they are going to tell us, they are going to give a lot of information about the bird, that how they are getting their food, in which manner they are, in what type of food they eat. So here the beaks and the claws of the birds are going to tell a lot about the kinds of food they eat and how they are getting that food. So as I told you earlier also, so what is the basic importance of the beak of the birds? So it helps them to get the food. Secondly, it helps them in carrying the building material so that they can make their nest. And lastly, it is going to protect them from their enemies. So these are the three important reasons why the birds are using their beaks. Okay. Then we can classify these birds based on the types of beak. So first type of beak is your a strong, sharp and a curved beak. Curved beak means it is quite curved, a little bit it is curved. You can see here, its examples are your kite, hawk, owl and vulture. So these birds are generally having this strong, sharp and little bit curved. You can see the similarity in these birds' beak, and these birds are also known as the birds of prey. So why these birds are known as a bird of prey? Because they are having such type of beaks which are helping them in tearing the flesh, because these birds feeds on the flesh of small animals. So in order to break that the flesh or tear the flesh, it is going to use, these birds are going to use their sharp, strong and curved beak. The next category of the beak, you can see here, it is a short, hard and a horny beak. So these examples are very important. You have to remember and recall all these examples. So the second type of beak, that is, it is short, hard and horny. So you can see here the finch, the sparrow, the pigeons and the peacock. So these are having very, the beak, it is very short and hard. So why these birds are having such type of beaks? So that they can crush the hard nut, the grain and the seed and pick them up easily. So basically they are helping them in eating the food that they can eat because of this specific type of beak. Okay. Now next type of beak is your hooked beak. So one specific example is your parrot. You can see the parrot is having the curved beak, and why it is having such curved beak? So that it can crack the nuts and hard fruits. One important fact which you have to remember: the parrots, no other birds can move their upper beak except the parrot. So parrot can move the upper part of its beak. So you have to remember this exception. The next one, if you discuss, is your strong, heavy and thistle-shaped beak. So these are the examples is your woodpecker only, because it is having such type of a strong and heavy beak, and this type of beak is going to help the woodpecker so that it can make a hole in the tree trunk, so that it can catches the insects which are hidden under the bark of the tree, and it helps it to make its nest. So we have discussed earlier, the woodpecker is going to build its nest in the hole by making a hole in the tree trunk. So its beak is very important in building its nest. The next type of beak, if we discuss, is your long, slender, pointed beak. So example of that is your cattle egret and the hoopoe birds. These are having, generally you can see here in the diagram, it is having a very long, cylindrical and pointed beak, because these birds generally they are using its beak so that they can pull out the insects which are hiding in different places. So in order to get their food, that is your insects, hidden insects, so they are utilizing their sharp pointed, you can say slender pointed beak. Another example, another type type of beaks is your broad flat beaks. Example of that is your ducks. In that case, what is happening? These ducks are having these broad flat beaks. The duck is going to take in the muddy water. The muddy water has insects and worms as well. So there is a tiny hole. You can, if you can notice here in the beak of the duck, there is a tiny hole. From this tiny hole, the mud and the water will flows out, and what is remaining inside its beak is the insects and the worm which it can eat. So these birds are utilizing it for feeding on the insects and worms which are found in muddy water. The next type of beak, seventh type of beak, is your long, thin and curved beak. So it's very long, thin, as well as it is curved beak. So example of that is your sunbird. So the sunbird is utilizing its beak so that it can suck the nectar which is produced by the flower. So nectar is nothing, it is a sweet juice which is produced by the flower. So in order to obtain that, in order to suck that nectar, these sunbirds are having such type of beaks. Remember the examples of all types of beak. The next is, the last one is your short and broad beak. So the swallow bird is having a short and a broad beak. You can see here in the diagram, it is having a very short beak. This bird keeps its beak open while it flies. So it is going to keep its mouth open and its mouth is quite sticky. Because of that, the small insects which are flying in the air will stick to its mouth and its tongue. So this is how it is going to feed on those insects. The next topic is your feet and claws. So this is the second part, other half of our chapter. So all the birds are having 2 feet, and most of these birds are having 4 toes on each foot, and all birds are having claws at the pointed tip of their each toe. So all the birds generally they have 2 feet and 4 claws, and in front of that claw, in front of that toes, they are having pointed sharp claws. Okay, and these are going to help them in various ways. How they are going to help them? The claws help them in order to catch or hold and eat the food. The next importance of the claws is it is going to help these birds in walking, swimming, climbing and perching. So this perching we'll see in the next topic here. So these all various activities requires the specific type of foot and claws by the birds. Next is they help the birds to protect themselves from their enemies. So these are 3 important things for which the birds' claws are helping out. So first type of bird, based on we can classify them based on their foots and claws. So first one is your perching bird. So perching birds, you can see these birds can hold the branch of tree very firmly to rest or even sleep at the night without falling. This is perching. So these birds, these are perching birds. You can see here in the diagram, they are having the 3 toes in front and 1 is behind. So these are having such type of toes which can help them to firmly it can hold the branch of any tree so that they do not fall, and they can even rest and sleep during the night time. So these are perching bird. Example of those birds are the crow, sparrow, pigeons, the myna, and these are having 3 toes in front and one is at the behind. Okay. So these are perching birds. The next is your praying birds. So praying birds are the birds of prey. We have discussed earlier also with the type of beaks we have discussed. So these birds generally are your eagle, hawk, vultures and owl. They generally are flesh eaters. They are going to feed on the small animals. So in order to tear those flesh, they are having these sharp claws. Similar to that, they are also having 3 toes in front and one is behind. So they are having the sharp pointed claws so that they can tear the flesh of their prey. The next type of bird is your climbing bird. As the name suggests, climbing birds are your parrots and woodpeckers which help them to climb. Their toes are in a specific manner. You can see they are having 2 toes which are in front and 2 toes that are behind. So their type of toes are quite different. The next is your scratching birds. Examples are your hens and quills. What they are doing, they are scratching the ground continuously so that they can dig out or take out the buried food, seeds and insects from the earth. So these are having this specific type of toes. The 5th type of birds is your swimming bird, those aquatic birds. they are like your ducks, pelican and swan. They are expert swimmer because they are also having 3 toes in front and 1 in behind. But these 3 toes are webbed. Okay, they are all interconnected. There is a network. And there is a web between its 3 toes, which help them to become an expert swimmer in water. Okay. The next is your wading birds. So wading birds, these can walk on a shallow water. Because of that, these birds are having a very long legs, long thin legs, and their toes are widespread. Okay, so that it can walk in shallow water. Example you have to remember of the wading birds. It is your crane, herons, and paddy birds. The last type of bird here is your running bird. So these birds are generally flightless bird. That is, example is given over here is ostrich. So ostrich is flightless bird because it cannot fly. So it is a running bird. It is going to, it has specific legs, long strong legs, which helps it to run on the ground with a great speed. It is the only bird which is having only 2 toes on each foot. So there is an exception over here. Before that we have discussed all the birds are having 2 foot, but here and 4 toes in each foot. But here this bird, the ostrich, it is having, you can look at the diagram here, it is having only 2 toes. Okay, so this is exception, you must remember that. Okay, now moving on to the exercise of chapter number 18. So here the first multiple choice question you can see here in section A. A bird that has a strong, sharp and curved beak. So the bird which is having very strong, sharp and curved beak, the answer for that is your vultures. Okay. The next one is a bird that eats grain, nuts and seeds. So the example of that bird we have discussed, it is your sparrow. The next is fill in the blanks. You have to write down the answers over here. The birds of prey have a strong, sharp and curved beak for what is the reason why we have discussed in the video why these birds are generally having the strong, sharp and curved beak, so that they can help, these beaks can help the bird in tearing the flesh. The next is a dash has a strong, heavy and chisel shaped beak. The example of that bird is your woodpecker. The next is ducks and pelicans have dash toes. So generally the ducks and pelicans, they are aquatic birds and they are having the webbed toes. The next over here, you have to look at the diagram and you have to name the bird which is given over here. So first one, as you can see here, it is a hoopoe bird. The next one is your peacock. The next is your sunbird. Okay. Now moving on to the section B of the exercise over here, the multiple choice question. First of all, a bird that sucked the nectar of the flower. So that bird is your sunbird. The next is the ostrich has very long and strong legs for. So they are having the long and strong legs for running. It's for running. Now moving on to the very short answer type of question. First of all, what type of feet does a duck have? So we have recently discussed that the ducks are having the webbed feet, which make them an expert swimmer. The next is name a running bird. So the flightless bird which cannot fly but it is an extreme good runner. Running bird is your ostrich. Now next is short answer type of question. Why do the vultures have strong and curved beaks? So they are also known as the bird of prey because they are flesh eater birds. They will be having such type of beaks which will help them in tearing the flesh. Okay. The next is why do hens use their feet to scratch the ground? So generally these hens are scratching the ground in order to dig out the food, the buried food, the seeds and the insects which are found buried inside the earth. So in order to get that food, obtaining that, these hens, they generally scratch the ground with the help of their feet. Now next is your long answer question. So first of all, how are the beaks useful to the bird? So beaks help the bird in many ways. We have discussed in the slides. So first of all, it helps them to get the food. Next is carrying the building material for the nest. Okay. The next is protecting themselves from the various enemies. The next is, now the second half we have discussed this, the claws, different claws of the bird. So how does the claws are going to help the bird? So they are helping them. They are very useful because they are going to help them to protect themselves from their enemies, to protect themselves. Second one is they are helping them in walking, swimming and climbing. So these various activities also require the strong claws and different type of claws and feet by the bird. Next is the claws help the birds in catching, holding and eating the food. So these are the various reasons why the birds are having different types of beaks as well as different type of claws. So in this chapter we have discussed, we have classified the birds on the basis of their different beaks, as well as the birds are classified on the basis of different type of claws these birds are having. We have discussed the importance why these birds are having such type of variety in their claws as well as beaks. Okay, so just go through the video once again, and I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.